In today's Beautiful Life Chats video, I really want to speak about self-love. Now, this is something that I will probably talk about again in my Beautiful Life Chats videos and also on my blog. It's a very important topic for me and one that I'm very passionate about. And it's something that I'm continuously working on as a human being. And I have really noticed a difference when I do practice self-love and when I do integrate it more into my life. Now, self-love for me is someone who is confident in their own skin, someone who's not afraid to be themselves, someone who accepts their flaws, the good parts about them, the bad parts about them, someone who really works on themselves and is always spiritually trying to build themselves as a human being, someone who is happy and just oozes love and positivity and confidence, and someone who isn't afraid to just honestly be themselves. No makeup, no superficial stuff, no perfect hair, is just confident being them and comfortable being them, and not afraid to speak up for what they believe in and not afraid to speak up for themselves and stand up for themselves. And probably a whole lot more of other things, but for me, that is self-love on the top of my head. I really think that it's important to practice self-love every single day, and today I'm going to give you 6 tips on how to practice self-love and how to integrate it more into your life. I personally love myself, and this is not in an arrogant way. This is not in a cocky way or an overconfident way. This is me honestly sitting here and saying, I do love myself. I am confident in my own skin and I love being me. But that doesn't mean that I don't have days where I have self-doubt, a lack of confidence, and days where I don't love myself every minute of every day. You know, just like any other human being, just like you, just like anyone, I have quite a lot of moments where I have self-doubt. I have that little inner critic telling me awful negative things about myself. And that is a constant battle. That kind of never goes away. I have come to accept that that little negative inner critic will always be there, will always be knocking at my door. And I've learned to accept that. I've learned to notice it, and I've learned to deal with it. So yes, I do love myself, but I also have many moments when I don't. Now, for me, I guess this year, that sounded weird, this year has been the first time where I have been probably more harsh on myself than I ever have been in my whole life. And that is talking about the way that I look. Now, I haven't been exercising very much this year. I normally am pretty healthy and I exercise, not a lot, but enough to make me feel good about myself. And this year I've done a little bit, but not as much. And I've been very critical of myself, the way that I look, that I hate my cellulite, that I need to lose weight, that I'm looking too fat. These are the things that have gone through my head quite a lot this year. And the other day I kind of sat down and I was like, why do I keep doing this? Like, I have never really been this way. I have had moments where I have felt that way about myself. Who doesn't? But this year, it's been an ongoing thing where I constantly feel really negative about the way that I look, you know, with my body image. and I don't like it. I don't want it to continue. And so it really sparked up this conversation for me, and it's something that I need to stop in its tracks, because I know that it's not what I truly believe in here. I know that it is a negative core belief that I have somewhere along the line constructed, and this year I have continuously been very down on myself with my body image. So it's something that I want to stop. Now, all of us in life have moments where we are down on ourselves. And as I said before, that's a part of life. That's something that's never ever going to go away. The inner critic, the negative one, is never ever going to go away. I don't think, ever. So what we have to do is, instead of getting rid of it completely because it won't go away, we have to catch it before it can actually take over our bodies, our minds, and our souls. We have to notice it, we have to be aware of it, and we have to knock it down before it does anything, before it really sinks in. And that's how you can deal with it. Practicing self-love every single day will eliminate that awful negative inner critic that we all have. And so that we can manage it more, so that it doesn't rule us, so that we can take control of that negative inner critic that decides to come along. Because really, it's a part of our lives, and we have to accept it with our little family. We have to accept that inner critic as a part of our family, and just know how to deal with it. So just like you, I have days where I don't love myself, and I need to practice self-love a little bit more than on the other days. And so today I'm going to share 6 things that I feel really help me in my life practice self-love, and I hope that they help you. Okay, so the first one is positive affirmations. And this topic I will probably do a separate video on, because I feel like this alone deserves its own video, but I will try and speak about this in the most simplest way for this video. So positive affirmations are basically where you write down a positive quote to yourself, and you stick it around your house. You put it in places where you're constantly going to see it every single day, and you surround yourself with positive affirmations that help you stay motivated and inspired, and positive affirmations that help you stay on the track of self-love. Now, this isn't just any positive quote. Positive affirmations are when you rewrite a core belief. Now, this is where I want to speak about this in a separate video, but in the shortest way that I can explain this, core beliefs are something, a belief that you have about yourself, a story that you have about yourself that you hold on to in your subconscious and in your conscious mind. You hold on to that, and it follows you throughout your whole entire life until you learn to rewrite that core belief. Now, core beliefs might be, for example, I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not confident enough. I'm not good at anything. I'm really bad at maths. I'm not smart enough. Whatever it might be, they're things that you believe about yourself that probably, most likely, are not true. And you have to learn to rewrite that core belief. So, for example, just quickly, my core belief, because you can have many core beliefs, one of my core beliefs is I can't do this and I'm not smart enough. So all through high school, I believed I wasn't smart enough, and that when I got given a task, straight away I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. Unless I was confident in that section, but if it was anything to do with maths or English or anything like that, I was like, nah, can't do it. I'm not smart enough. Now, I will explain all of where that came for me in another video because it'll be way too long. But I've had to, throughout my whole entire life, learn to rewrite this for myself. And I only just learned that was a core belief probably about 5 years ago. I had no idea that that was in my subconscious. And I've had to, 5 years ago, I learned that this was something I was carrying around. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't actually believe that. I believe I'm smart in so many other ways. Just because I'm not good at maths and English or whatever I was in high school doesn't mean I'm not smart. I'm smart in so many other things, in so many other ways. And so I had to learn to rewrite this core belief. So throughout my house and on, even on my phone, I have quotes that say, I can do this. I can do it. That's the kind of the positive affirmation that I have decided to use that really helps remind me that yes, I can do this. I am smart enough. So for example, if you believe that you're not pretty enough, if your core belief is I'm not pretty enough, I'm not as pretty as that person over there, and you're always comparing to everybody, then maybe as a positive affirmation, you might write down, I am beautiful, I am strong, and I am smart. Or I am pretty, I am beautiful. You can write things like that down. The complete opposite to what your core belief is. But whatever you choose to write down as your positive affirmation, you have to truly believe in that. So pick things that you do love about yourself. If your core belief is I'm not pretty enough, pick something that you love about yourself. Whether it is that you are strong mentally and emotionally, physically, whether it is that you love your eyes or you love your face or your hair or your skin or your whatever. Choose things that you do love about yourself and write that as a positive affirmation, because then you will actually believe in it. If you believe that you're not pretty enough and then you write down I am pretty, you won't probably believe that. You have to pick things that you truly believe, so that you can put that up and remind yourself of that every single day. And slowly that core belief of I'm not pretty enough will change when you turn it into something positive. So choose things that make you feel good. Choose positive affirmations that are the opposite of your core belief, but ones that you truly believe in here. And as I said, I will talk about that a little bit more in depth in another video, because it is kind of a hard thing to explain, and I want to give a few more tips on how to rewrite your core beliefs. But positive affirmations, surround yourself with positive quotes, positive affirmations that will help you, inspire you, and motivate you to love yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you love yourself. Now, this is very strange, and I've talked about this before, so if you followed me for a while, you would know about this, but this is very strange for people. People don't look at themselves in the mirror and actually take time to look at themselves and say, you know what? I love you. I love you, Skye Young. I love your face, I love your heart, I love your body. I love you. No one ever does that. No one ever looks at themselves, and I mean truly, look at yourself in your eyes in the mirror. No one ever does that. So I know it's a bit weird and it might seem a bit strange at the beginning. You're like, I'm telling myself I love myself in the mirror. And if anyone's like, you know, around, and you might feel a little self-conscious, but just try and lock yourself away in the bathroom, away from anybody else. Just take those 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes at night to just truly look at yourself, look at your body, look at every part of you, look at your face, look into your eyes and your soul, and just say, I love you. I love every part of you. And as awkward as that may feel for you at the beginning, if you continue to do that every single day, you will notice such a difference in your body, in your mind, and in your soul. Trust me, you will notice a difference. It is very weird, and it's something we're not taught to do. We're taught to maybe tell other people that, or receive it, but we don't actually do it for ourselves. And really, at the end of the day, if we want to love other people, or if we want to be loved, how can we possibly do that if we don't love ourselves? Our first relationship, our first marriage has to be to ourselves. We have to love who we are, and we have to respect who we are. So just take a few minutes out of your day to look at yourself in the mirror, say positive things to yourself, tell yourself you love yourself, give yourself a big hug, and then go about your day. Just, even if you try this for a week or 2 weeks, every single day, just feel the difference in your soul. So that's number 2. Number 3 is do something that makes you feel good. Something that helps you stay positive and motivated, and helps you love yourself. Now that could be things like eating really healthy, putting goodness into your body, feeding your soul with health and wellness. It could be exercising, getting out for a walk, going to the gym, going to yoga, doing something for your soul, doing something that makes you feel really good in your own skin. Anything like that makes you feel good. Reading positive books, self-help books, things that will remind you to have positivity in your life, things that will help you love yourself and be motivated, stay motivated. Watch positive videos like this. Watch videos that make you feel good. Watch TED Talks, watch documentaries, do anything that makes you feel happy and positive. Hanging out with your friends and your family that make you feel good. Just whatever it is for you, take care of yourself. Love yourself. Put the love back in and do things that make you happy. The 4th one is meditate on self-love. Now this can also go back to the 3rd one, which is do something for yourself that makes you happy. But I put this as a separate one because I really think that this is a great thing to do in order to practice self-love. So meditation. I found a couple of meditations for self-love on the Do You Yoga website, which I'll leave in the description box below, where this girl actually takes you through a meditation of self-love. I think she takes you through quite a few other ones as well, motivation, inspiration, whatever they might be, but there were a couple in there that concentrated on self-love, or, you know, putting back a positive affirmation into your body as you're meditating. But you can do this yourself. You don't have to watch a video, but you can sit there for 10 minutes in the morning or night, do a meditation, and while you're doing the meditation, just constantly say a positive affirmation to yourself. So I think what she taught in this video on the Do You Yoga website was to breathe in a positive affirmation and breathe out a positive affirmation. So for example, you might breathe in love, and then you might breathe out confidence. something like that. Just meditating on self-love and putting those positive affirmations into your body, your mind, and your soul every single day. That can also help you. And that can go back to the positive affirmations, how to rewrite that core belief. If there's a real thick core belief inside of you that you really need to rewrite, positive affirmations might not do it for you. You might need something a bit stronger. So meditate on that positive affirmation. The fifth one is environment. So this means making sure that your environment is comfortable. Now, this includes where you live. So make sure your home is filled with things that you love, positive things that make you feel good. Environment can also be the people that surround you in your life. So make sure you surround yourself with people who bring positivity into your life and happiness into your life. Make sure that the people that you choose to have in your life make you feel good. Don't hang around with people that bring you down, put you down, make you feel like crap. Make sure that the people that you have in your life, your friends, your family, and the people that you constantly are around, the people that you work with, make sure you surround yourself with positive people that make you feel good, make you feel uplifted, not people that strip your energy. And if you do have people, obviously family, that's a little bit harder. But if there are people around you who strip the energy from you constantly, just think to yourself, do I really want to be around this person? And of course, if they're family and you can't change that, then just minimize your time. Minimize your time with that person. Just protect yourself when you're around that person that strips that energy from you. Just make sure that you look after yourself when you're around those kind of people. But if you can, for the most part, surround yourself with positive people that make you feel happy and good in your life. And then the last but not least, number 6 is gratitude. Now, this could go back to my first video that I did with Beautiful Life Chats, but practicing gratitude. I will leave that video that I did, the first video for Beautiful Life Chats, in the description box below if you want to go and learn more about gratitude. This is, again, something I will probably constantly talk about, but practicing gratitude is so important in your life, and it can really help with self-love, self-confidence, and happiness in your life, and overall positivity. So practicing gratitude is basically writing down what you're grateful for every single day. And also, even if you're not big on writing it down or keeping it in a book, if that doesn't really resonate with you, then you can meditate on gratitude. I'm grateful for this in my life. I'm grateful for that in my life. Meditate on that. Or when you go for a walk, maybe just sit down in the park one day. Just take a moment to think about the things that you're grateful for. Say them to yourself. I'm grateful for this beautiful day. I'm grateful for that beautiful bird flying in the sky. Whatever it might be, just practice gratitude any moment that you can. And trying to do it every single day will really make a huge impact on your life and your mental health and your spirituality. So anyway, they're my 6 things, my 6 tips that will help you integrate more self-love into your life and will help you practice gratitude. Now, I just want to say that I am no expert. I meant to say this at the beginning, but I'm no expert on this. I am just talking from my own experiences and what helps me in my life. So all of this stuff may work for you or it may not. If it doesn't, just discard it. But if it does, I am so thankful, and I hope that I have been able to help in some way or another. And of course, as I said before, self-love is something I will continue to talk about, but I hope that these 6 things will help you on your way to self-love and self-development. Always remember that you are beautiful in your own skin. You don't need all this other superficial stuff. Be confident to be you. Love yourself. Be true to yourself. Respect yourself. I love you all. Stay beautiful. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Be your own kind of beautiful. Mwah! Goodbye.